Hello and welcome to Braintree High School for today's field hockey matchup. As Braintree and Walpole set to take the field, Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we are underway here in quarter number one. 15-minute quarters. Braintree in their home white uniforms here on the side turf. Very different looking roster from a season ago for Braintree, as a lot of new faces for CC Hodgkins, head coach of the varsity program, and Braintree has been a very strong program over the last 5-6 seasons now. Walpole, as always, one of the top teams in the state. The Walpole Porkers, under the direction of head coach Jen Quinn. Ball out towards midfield. This is work to the far side of the field now, off the touch of Tajin. Good work there from Braintree's Chukas. Second day of the fall sports season. First game starting yesterday for the soccer programs. Girls team losing a tough one to Walpole, 2-1. Boys team winning 1-0 on the road. $13:15 to go here in the first quarter. Still waiting our first shot on goal. Just as you would imagine, difficult to replace a lot of people, but obviously very important to replace a goalie. Braintree has had to do that. Nice takeaway by Braintree. They send it back out. And that shot goes up high, and it will turn in possession. So Braintree will get it back. Piccolo, the starter, Nora Piccolo, the senior, getting the start for Braintree. Seven seniors on this Braintree roster. Handful of juniors, couple sophomores, no freshmen. It's back on the defensive side of the field for Walpole. Standing on the passing attempt a couple times. Scooped up and controlled now by Hagan. Working towards the Braintree defense, and a nice takeaway, as that one was forced away by Braintree's Driscoll, one of the captains. Three captains on the program, with Chen, Freeman, and Driscoll being those three captains for Braintree. Three on the other side. Frucci, Tajin, and Naughton for Walpole. $11:15 to go here in the first quarter, still scoreless. Braintree will have a free hit here, as Sampson will take it about 10 yards out, going across the field to the far side towards the Braintree bench. This one will be played to the middle of the field now. Braintree not able to connect on the pass. Out in front of the goal, no shot attempt yet. Now working some time in front of the goal as the shot is stopped initially, and Braintree will clear it. Good job by the defense. As the pass out in front, and the shot find its way in. So that one, a seeing eye shot. Somehow found its way to the back of the goal. In the sport, you see a lot of the times, I don't know if it's every team, but from what I've seen in my experience, that the goal scorer generally brings the ball back to midfield, so it makes it a lot easier to identify the goal scorer. And in this case, it would be Naughton. Put the ball down at midfield. Getting the game's first goal. 9:45 to go here in the first quarter. Wasn't perfectly executed on a couple of passes in front, but anytime you have a screen in front of the goalie, obviously much more difficult for the goalie to make the save. Nice pass out in front as Braintree's defense able to work it away. And the shot now out in front is going to change direction. Braintree will get it back. 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Braintree down 1-0. Braintree spent a lot of the time on the defensive side of the field, but for the most part, other than that one real shot just moments ago, Braintree has done a good job of holding a potent offense at bay. One of the good things working in Braintree's favor is the first game of the season for both sides, so maybe Braintree catches Walpole before they can really get in their rhythm. It looks like both sides have graduated a handful of talent. Out in front, Braintree trying to clear, cannot, as the shot again is taken and sent back out. Good defense in front, a couple of players including Chen. Big swing, and that one goes wide. That was the goal scorer, Naughton, who sent it wide of the cage. 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Braintree trailing 1-0 here at home. Goal scored by Naughton gives Walpole the lead. The only goal of this game so far. It's Naughton again with the takeaway, sending the shot. A pad save by Piccolo, as the rebound is also sent back out. Another shot through some traffic. Braintree's got to do a better job of getting to these loose balls. As Walpole's getting their stick on it and getting a lot of second chance opportunities. Clock continues to move, 7 minutes to go. Off the penalty corner. Go right back to the same spot. Walpole will do it again. Ball right out in front as Naughton again takes the shot, and it hit a player in front, as we will see our third consecutive penalty corner. So Braintree doing a good job defensively to hold it off, but continuing to stay in a vulnerable spot deep in their own side of the field. Goal continuing to be tested here in this first quarter. A quick range pass and the deflection in front. And it is wide of the goal this time. So after all that, Braintree's able to hold, keep it a 1-0 game, as it'll be played out by McPhee, trying to work it to the far side. McPhee, a key part of the softball program. Heavily involved in the early start is Hagen, continuing to be involved as a junior. Number 26 for Walpole, as they find a second goal here of the quarter. Both goals have come kind of off of broken plays.
How we doing? Thank you. I'll do my best what I can get for you, right? And hopefully next few days, next press my regular page either way. All right,
That one goes out of bounds. Getting back in the play for Braintree is O'Shea. Busy week here at Braintree High School in the athletic world. And soccer was yesterday, field hockey today. Boys soccer will be home tomorrow. And volleyball in action on Friday at home. Football on the road. Very busy week. First week of the school year. Chance for a shot, and at the back post, it goes just wide off the redirection. So 2 here in the first quarter for the visitors as Walpole takes a convincing lead. It's a team that's very difficult to score against. But Braintree digging themselves a 2-goal hole is going to be tough to rebound from. You got to hold them here in this first quarter. Can't really afford anything further. A lot of room now as the attack moves it up the field. That is Frucci. Getting a stick on it, McPhee. Backhanded shot through some traffic as Braintree cannot clear. That one finds its way all the way to goal and find its way into the back of the net. I don't know if Piccolo got a late look at that one. Thought that was one maybe Piccolo could have had. None of the goals have really been off the ground, which you do see in this sport, which if you haven't seen, you do see the ball elevated. Sometimes you see the ball around midsection, maybe even a little higher for the goalie who has equipment, of course. Big pads and the helmet. As is carried out by O'Shea. Now trying to move it out. As McPhee loses possession in the middle of the field, but Chen able to steal it back. Looking to push it up the field is Braintree now. On the far side, it is Freeman. Long run for it, and the coverage able to get back is Snyder. So it looked like Braintree was going to have an opportunity, and that one very quickly shut down. Worked across the field again for Hagen. Backhanded shot. Braintree gets in the way of that one. And another shot taken, and that time it's blocked. Just out of the reach now of Driscoll. The ball's still loose in front. A 3-goal first quarter so far for the visitors. And now a penalty corner. Taking their time here. Cusack getting ready to take it on the far side of the field. Braintree continuing to spend the majority of this first quarter on this side. They had that opportunity just a few moments ago as Freeman had a chance up the field on a potential breakaway, but defense was able to get back in position, take that away. final 100 seconds here of the first quarter. Just 40 seconds remain. Braintree will get it back. On the far side, out of the reach of Graziano. Very important to a younger team to continue to get a lot of instruction and some good coaching from the sideline. And here, head coach Hodgkins, very vocal down there on that sideline, trying to help out her players. And a lot of schools don't have a feeder program for field hockey as the first quarter comes to a close here. As we'll pause in the action, a 3-0 start for the visitors as Walpole leads after 15 minutes of action here at Braintree High School. We'll pause, bring back second quarter action in a moment.
Take steps to keep yourself and your family safe from ticks and the illnesses they can cause. Use EPA-approved tick repellents on your skin and clothes. Read and follow the directions. Wear light-colored clothing to make it easier to spot a crawling tick. Check for ticks on yourself, your kids, and your pets anytime you've been outdoors. Some tick bites can make you sick, but finding and removing a tick properly makes it less likely. Call your doctor if you start to feel ill or notice a rash near the bite. Play it safe when you're outdoors.
Back here at Braintree High School, start of the second quarter in a 3-0 game controlled by Walpole. Braintree in the first game of the season. Spent the majority of the time on their own side of the field, maybe crossing midfield a couple of times. Hoping to change that here in the second quarter as Walpole's out in front again. They look for another goal here quickly, and they do score. A very early goal here in the second quarter. Just a half minute in, and it's 4-0. This one really has the making of getting out of hand quickly. With a 4 spot already on the board. Trying to work it to Reen, the sophomore. And that one skips over the stick. Tough first game of the season for anybody, but Braintree with the younger team, not as much experience as they have had in years past, and a daunting task. It's probably going to be one of the top teams in Massachusetts yet again. And Walpole, always up there in the top 5, if not even the top 3. Now the new way these ranking systems works, it's the entire state versus the way it was broken up 4 or 5 years ago. But it seems to have really worked out well. It hasn't heard as much backlash in the last couple of seasons as teams have gotten their ratings based on the formula that they have out there. And if you do have a team that's very talented, if you can just hang around against them, you actually are given points in the system, getting some credit for a loss even though it's against a good team. But of course, if the team wins handily, that's a whole different story. Strength of schedule is so important now, as it should be, as the high shot is knocked away by Piccolo, getting that one with the blocker on a shot that was up around the head. Her best save of the game. So finding her bearing here. A senior, so somebody that should have certainly experience at this level. Trying to work it down the field that time was Chukas. We'll have a stoppage here with just over 12 minutes left here in the first half. I believe it was during COVID where they started the change in the rules so that they break the halves into quarters instead, so 4 quarters instead of 2 halves. And you get the little breather in between. Out in front, the shot is kicked out. That is not stopped on the doorstep. Freeman looking to get involved. A couple of sticks in there for Braintree, and now it's controlled for a moment. As that was worked out by King, and now along the sideline, the ball carries out of bounds. It'll be a Braintree ball. Around the 30-yard line here on the turf field. As that one finds its way by a couple of sticks, intended for Stones, who's up ahead of the play. So now it would be Malloy, played out just over the midfield mark, or just shy of it now, with 11 minutes to go here in the half. Hit the feet, but the referee lets play on. Take away by Reen, works to the far side of the field. Capadonna also involved there for the home team. So the Womps now working on the far side. The long run from Chukas. Ten minutes left here in the second quarter. And change of possession. Braintree will get it back with 9.5 to go. Back post, and the play right on the doorstep, converted for another goal. It was a relatively easy play for Farrell. He was able to tip that one home. So 3 in the first, 2 so far here in the second. Braintree trying to clear, cannot. Another shot in front. One doesn't make its way to the goalie. It's a backhanded feed, finds its way back post. Shot is also stopped, that time by King. Defense able to get in the way. As King again in on the play. Strong down on the stick, able to work another 10 yards up, but Braintree still looking to clear it. Long run down the sideline. As it's forced to the opposite side and nobody's home. So that one goes out of bounds. Looking to work it out. Now the ball just shy of midfield. $7:15 left here in the half. As the shot is taken, and that one finds its way, thudding in off the back of the goal. Lots and lots of goals here in this first half, all by the visiting team. We've scored 3 in each of the first 2 quarters. Worked out by Braintree, just continuing to try and string together some passes. One knocked out of bounds right in front of us here at midfield. Defensively, it is Chen on our own side, trying to go to the backhand, losing it off the backhand, but staying with the play and getting possession back. Just over 6 minutes left now, here till halftime. Braintree mishits it. The clock continues to move. And Braintree gets it back. 5.5 to go. We'll see if Walpole makes any changes at halftime. See if they start to go to the bench quite a bit. Still obviously early in the season, first game, and it's here in the first half, but the score starting to get a little bit out of hand for the visitors. Probably imagine they'll use the bench, get some experience for some younger players. As you would imagine, in just about any sport, when games aren't as close as you'd like them to be, teams do go to the bench, get the star players off the field. Obviously concerned with injury, and you never want to see a player get hurt, but certainly would be a head-scratching thing if a player gets hurt in a game that you wonder why the player is even in the game at that point. Played out, and now working into the offensive side of the field is handwork. Back post, and that one goes wide. Chance goes by the board. And all the goals coming by Walpole. 3 in each of the first 2 quarters. It's 6-0. Final 3 minutes of action here in this first half, as we'll have a penalty corner. Far side of the field. Shot out in front, and that will not count. They'll go right back to that same spot. Do it again. See the face mask there being worn by the defenders off these penalty corners. They obviously are under fire here. As that shot is initially stopped, and Piccolo able to keep it out. So the defense holds strong there for the Womps, who had some good moments in this first half. Of course, they're not happy to be down on the scoreboard, but so rolling out of bounds just inside midfield. The aerial pass, as Braintree was ready for it, as now it'll be carried out. Braintree down the field. Chukas continues to move it down the field. Been a player that has had a handful of touches. Braintree's had the ball on the Walpole side. Under a minute left now, here in the half. Half minute to go, as it'll be carried out now by the play of Cossey. Back post and wide of the goal. Maybe one of the final plays here of the half with the running clock. Continuing to move, and Braintree looking for a new ball. Tough when you have to run after it when it goes either wide of the goal or all the way down the sideline. Final 10 just seconds remaining now as the first half ends here at Braintree High School. So 3 in each of the first 2 quarters for Walpole at 6-0 here at halftime, as we have 30 minutes of action left here at Braintree High School. We'll be back for third quarter action in a moment. Welcome back to Braintree High School, start of the second half as we begin the third quarter. Mike Walson bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV in a game that Walpole has controlled from the start. A 6-0 lead here at halftime. It's Braintree now with possession here to begin the third quarter.
Put it in the edges, yes, I'm not done yet, but
See if Braintree can get one here in this third quarter. Haven't had really any great opportunities here in this game. They had a partial breakaway that Freeman had the ball tracked away from. And now it's about trying to improve as this game moves on. Long season, and you're not going to see every opponent as strong as we see here from Walpole. Braintree actually has their next test against Weymouth, which generally each season is a very winnable game. So see if Braintree can get in the win column in that one. Trying to move it down the field again is Chukas, who continues to be one of the stronger players here offensively for Braintree. And A long pass up the field. It's going to make its way to the Braintree defense. And hustling back that time was Malloy, the senior. In the far corner of the field, it'll be handwork. Braintree get the ball back. 12:45 to go here in the third quarter. Another opportunity in front. Eleven and a half to go here in the third quarter. We haven't seen a goal yet here in this third quarter. 3.5 minutes in. The penalty corner starts. And a high shot that is seen through traffic by Piccolo. Ball will be out at the 25-yard line. Walpole with possession. See Braintree use a lot of players here. The shot goes wide. Trying to work it across the field, looking to get it up to Downing. As Freeman now looking to get possession back. Pass between the legs. Sampson able to find it through some traffic. And now played back to the defense and a giveaway. Braintree looking for a shot. Trying to cross. And the shot, or the passing attempt, is blocked away as it goes out of bounds. Braintree will get the ball back with just 9:45 to go here in the third quarter. Back up the field. Opposite side of the field now. And that's a nice play. As McPhee able to steal, but then gives it away. Nice work by the defense again. Braintree's Graziano. Ball given back and forth we continue to go as Graziano back in to steal it away. along the sideline as it's backhanded down the perimeter. Right through the pass to nobody in particular there. Lots of just hitting the ball right now by both teams to nobody. Just kind of hitting it to space. It's Chen with the dangerous pass. As Graziano able to use the body to get the ball back. Ball right towards the sideline, goes out, and Braintree gets possession back. A couple of players barreling away at that ball, trying to get it, and now it's Chen looking for the pass down the field, as Freeman again up ahead of the play. Seeming to be a target for Braintree to try and get the ball to out in space. 7:15 to go here in the third quarter. Back post looking for the feed, and the ball mishandled for a moment. Ball still loose. A couple of saves for Piccolo as the backhanded feed, and that one through traffic is going to be another penalty corner. The clock continues to move here with 6.5 to go. Ball is free. The Braintree defense again will be faced with another corner. By the time play resumes, it'll be around 5:40 left here in this third quarter. Far side of the field, the ball rolls out of bounds, staying with the visiting team from Walpole. Just over 5 minutes left now here in this third quarter. Again, all of the scoring came back in the first half. 3 goals in each of the first 2 quarters. 6 goals total for Walpole. Braintree hasn't really had a quality shot yet in this game. They've had some time with the ball in front of the goal, but nothing on goal yet. Goalie hasn't had to make a save for Walpole. On the far side of the field, the ball was moved down that way by handwork. And now in the middle of the field, it hits the foot and change of possession. Back to Braintree. Jumping up off of Snyder. Around 4 minutes left. Tough start here to the season for Braintree here at home, but certainly a lot of things to see from this game from the positive standpoint. So far holding Walpole scoreless here in this third quarter. Certainly a good sign coming out of the halftime break. But Braintree would love to get one before the end of this game. On a beautiful afternoon. here at Braintree High School. Temperatures in the mid-70s. All sun. Trying to use the middle of the field now. It's cutting it to the backhand, looking for a shot now on the forehand. And he'll go right back to that same spot in the corner. 3 minutes to go. Looking for the shot, and the pass was off the mark. Maybe trying to be a little bit too cute there in that spot. Trying to go back against the grain as the pass was off the mark from Dacey. So a couple mistakes being made here in this third quarter by Walpole. Maybe they've made a few substitutions, but still nonetheless, I know it's not going to sit well with the coaching staff. No matter who's on the field, they expect a high level of play. 2:10 to go. Graziano trying to juggle that one over the defender's stick. Braintree getting the ball here in the final minute and 15. Down the field by Graziano. Continuing with the ball. Good rush down the field for Braintree. Losing control of the possession though. This work back down the field, and the defense of Braintree again able to slow it down. That was Driscoll. Made the nice play defensively. Hits a Braintree foot, and it will continue for Walpole. .35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Again, all 6 goals scored in the first half. Joining late here in this one. Nearing the final 15 minutes of action now. Braintree trails 6-0. Just 15 seconds left here in this third quarter. And it is a penalty corner situation. Walpole obviously not in any rush. Braintree taking their time to get back in the play. As the shot attempt all goes wide, and that does it here in the third quarter. So we head to the fourth and final quarter here at Braintree High School, 6-0, the score in favor of Walpole. We'll be back for fourth quarter action. Play resuming here in the fourth quarter. The ball goes to the far side of the field. Actually looking to find one goal here in this game before the end of it, with 14:40 to go. Trying to clear it out as Walpole now works it down the sideline. Two-on-one developing here up the field. As the pass out in front, here is a golden chance and a nice save by Piccolo. As Frucci stopped on the doorstep. Right with another important save. So Piccolo's made a couple of really nice stops in this one. That was one of her best of this game on the 2-on-1 up the field. Not a ton of time left. 13 and a half remaining. Braintree has been shut out to this point. Out in front, as that one is stopped initially. Piccolo able to kick it out. A couple of saves here in this possession. She's going to be very important here this season for Braintree. Obviously, Braintree needs to find some ways to get some offense started, but so far she's been pretty good here to start the season. Possession continues down the field as Walpole now works it on the backhand, feeding to the far post as the shot is blocked and cleared away by Freeman. So a lot of the captains in this game for Walpole, they haven't really been able to blow this one any further than the 6-0 advantage, which at halftime you thought maybe they'd put up 10 or so in this game, but haven't scored since that second quarter. Obviously don't necessarily need to. 11:40 to go. .11 minutes to go here in this ball game. As the shot is released, and again, Piccolo able to close the pads and make another save. It's 3 or 4 saves now here in this fourth quarter alone. .15 to go here in this one in the fourth quarter. Centering pass, find its way out in front, and that one goes wide. I don't know if Piccolo got a piece. but I would assume not based on the fact that Braintree has possession. This one will be played out by Garrity, a junior for Braintree. As the pass to the back post goes wide. On the back post was Mackenzie. Braintree with it back, under 9 minutes to go. And a goal here late as Walpole finds one more. So 8:20 to go. Braintree now giving up their first goal here of the second half. Played back down the field. Long run here for Hagan. Right at the back post, a couple of saves. Piccolo kicking it out twice. Chance going just wide. Middle of the field. Six and a half remaining. Braintree trailing 7-0 here at home. Now the shot, and this one off the outside of the goal. You heard the loud thump, but that was off the outside of the cage. So Piccolo, who seems to have gotten better as this game has moved on, has probably made at least 5 or 6 saves here in this fourth quarter alone. Another chance as the Braintree defense shuts that down. Trying to clear it out will be McPhee. Far side now is Chukas. Ball back in favor of Walpole here with 5.5 to go. Looks like Braintree wants a substitution shortly. Yeah, it looks like Sherrick going to enter the game for the first time. Braintree getting a couple of players in here late. 5 minutes left. Walpole continues to have it. 3 goals in the first, 3 goals in the second, nothing in the third, and 1 goal so far here for Walpole in the fourth quarter. As we're near the end of this game. Foul going on Braintree. It's the pass to the sideline, nobody there, but Walpole loses possession out of bounds. Trying to get it on the far side for Farrell. Just over 4 minutes to go. One goes out of bounds. 3.5 to go. Braintree on their own side of the field. So for Braintree, it'll be a disappointing result here to begin the season. Obviously, being shut out so far, 7-0. But if you think about some of the positives from this, Braintree had trailed 6-0 at halftime. They've only allowed 1 here in the second half. And they've gotten some pretty good play in goal from Piccolo, who's made at least 5 or 6 really nice saves. A couple of nice plays up the field from Chukas, who for Braintree had probably their most opportunities with the ball up the field. And probably players to keep an eye on as the season moves on for Braintree. Two and a half remaining. We'll be back in action on Thursday. VCAM TV to cover boys soccer against Weymouth. Trying to stretch it to the far side of the field. As that'll be Sherrick going after it. Final 100 seconds here of this one. We're going to pass it down the field that time was Chen. And Braintree will be back in action on the road at Weymouth for next game. I believe it's on Monday. Minute and 10 to go. Pretty quiet on the field. Centering pass, blocked away. Garrity got a piece, and then it's forced to the sideline. Continues on this side of the field with 45 seconds left. Final 15 seconds now. the Braintree defense trying to hold here and not give up anything further. As the shot is blocked, and that should do it here in this one as the final seconds tick off the clock. And Braintree will drop this one here today at home, 7-0. The final score, again, 3 goals in the first and second quarter, 1 in the fourth for Walpole. That's all the scoring here today as Braintree shut out here at home to drop to 0-1. Walpole improves to 1-0 and continues to be a very, very good program as Braintree will be back in action again on the road against Weymouth in their next game. That'll conclude our coverage. Thanks for watching here today on BCAM TV. On behalf of our cameraman here today, David Eric, I'm Mike Wassel. See you next time.